All right, we're underway. As promised, episode 265. You know what that means? It's time for some of Spencer's picks. Let's find out who he recommends this week.
All right. My first recommend is someone who may or may not be familiar to everybody. Sympathy by the musician Declan McKenna. Almost all of his songs I reviewed begin with the letter B. Brazil, Beautiful Faces, and Be an Astronaut. This one breaks the pattern. But I guarantee you it's still good. His stuff, Declan McKenna's stuff, I don't know if you're familiar with groups like the Kooks or the Kaiser Chiefs. It's kind of similar to that. Sort of like British rock with like a post-punk undertone. This one sounds kind of different though. It's it actually has like a tuba in it, or maybe it's a synthesizer imitating a tuba, I can't really tell. But it's very fitting to the season, it's very summery. It has like a sort of islandy sounding acoustic guitar and happy claps. I didn't say the name of this song, did I? It's called Sympathy.
Yeah.
The lyrics of this song are kind of weird. I didn't really make a lot of sense out of them, but for some songs, that's what makes them appealing. And for this song, I would say it's no exception. If you're looking for something kind of fun and summery, I recommend Sympathy by Declan McKenna. My other pick, I am sure you're familiar with the name of Foo Fighters.
Oh, yeah.
And this is their latest song, Under You. Earlier this year, they had an incredible song called Rescued, which was a tribute to their recently deceased drummer, Taylor Hawkins. This is another tribute to him. I think this entire album that they're releasing is probably going to be that. But Under You, I think it kind of follows in Rescued's footsteps. And you know, like most Foo Fighters songs, this is a rock song. I would say this one is more like kind of it's almost like if the Foo Fighters covered the Gin Blossoms, like if they covered like Hey Jealousy or a song like that. It's kind of very crunchy like a lot of Foo Fighters songs, but this one has sort of a good sense of melody to balance it out and make it a bit more buoyant. And this song is really a very bittersweet one. It's about all the memories that Dave Grohl shared with Taylor Hawkins. So this one, make no mistake, it's an upbeat song, and it's I think it's in major key too. But the lyrics are kind of sad. So if you're looking for something like that, then I'd recommend Under You by Foo Fighters.
Let me ask you a quick question, if I may, because you got me curious.
Of
Because
course.
both of these songs, it's like their lyrics counter their sound, right? It's like a sad song with a happy sound, that kind of thing. So I was just curious, how do you measure a song's success now? Is it just streams?
Oh, a good question. That's definitely part of it, I would say.
Mhm.
I don't think that's the whole enchilada. There's still radio airplay still counts, even though radio is becoming kind of an endangered species.
Mhm.
It is not yet extinct. So that does still count, but more and more it's like radio is no longer restricted to just AM and FM airwaves. It can also be the XM airwaves.
Oh yeah, that's what do you call that? It's satellite
Oh,
radio?
it's satellite radio,
Yeah.
which I think has been growing kind of more and more and more ever since it took flight in roughly the early 2000s. So there's
Ugh.
many ways of measuring it, really. There's not really
Yeah,
one way. It's kind of to discuss all the ways would probably take up the whole program, if not
that's a
more.
whole nother episode. We'll put that in our back pocket for now. But thank you for answering my question, because that was just something I was
You're welcome.
wondering, because I was thinking, Foo Fighters are a very successful group.
Hmm.
And so I was just wondering how that's measured and nowadays.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So okay. Thank you, Spencer. Okay, remember, get more Spencer's picks on his website, spencergriffinnewmusic.blogspot.com.
Thank
Right?
you.
Still posting
That is
there?
correct.
That's good. That's good. All right, keep up good work, Spencer. Thank you.
Thanks.